Hello, how are you doing? So I am doing my second art stream. This one is a continuation of the one that I did last night, and I'm hoping to finish up this illustration that I did the line drawings with pencil and then inked in the outlines, and now I'm coloring it in using GIMP. So just want to get my windows all situated here. Alright. So I'm relieved that Heidi's hair turned out as well as it did. I was getting a little worried there last stream. So today mostly I'm going to be working on the fireplace and the fire right here. And I'm going to have to do a little bit of research to try to get the fire looking right. Okay. So I'm kind of chagrined that I didn't really draw the outlines of these rocks, but we'll see what we can do. Going to switch over to my main drawing tool right here. Actually, I wonder if I can do... I can definitely do that. Let's switch to a different color. I wonder if I can go horizontal on this. Or not horizontal. I am going horizontal on it. I wonder if I can go vertical on this. I can at least... that's a bit thicker than I was hoping for. Alright, I should just go ahead and do a bucket fill. The problem with doing the bucket fill is that's going to get everything around here, and I don't really want to do that. So, let's stick with the current color. Let us go... Well, we'll fill in some of these. Nope. I did not want to do that. Okay. Getting out this tool. Oop. And then we'll use this to do the negative. This is going to be a bit... Yeah, this should be good. Going outside the lines here so I can get rid of this stuff. Alright, and let's switch over to this tool because that clears out the lasso that we had. And I don't want to get the logs in here. Actually, no, I'm going to move that over here. So one of the nice things about the lasso on this is if you make a mistake with part of the lasso, you can undo it. All right, switch to this, clear it, and I do want to get that part in though. Where was the first part of our lasso? There it is. Okay. And then, hi John, how are you doing? You made it tonight. It's good to see you. Alright, so this is the part that we're going to be doing in our black, and then it's going to have the fire behind it. So we'll do our bucket fill. I started to panic when I saw this, and then I remembered, oh no, I do need that as part of the bucket fill because that's the chimney. Let's see. I also need to fill in this. Yeah, this is kind of a little nerve-wracking because I've never been able to successfully do a fireplace right. So, oh, that needs to also get gotten. And bucket fill. There we go. No, this is GIMP, G-M-P. It's a freeware thing. Let me see if I can find the website for it. And I've been playing around with it a lot, so I've kind of gotten used to it. Oh, it stands for Good Manufacturing Practice. And it is a system for, is that right? Well, let's see. No, okay. GNU Image Manipulation Program. That's what it stands for. Okay, so I am copying link address. I'm going to put it in the chat. So this is what I'm using. It is a freeware, and other people who use it also do modifications, and it's, yeah, I decided, to give it a try. My sister told me about it because she has used Photoshop. She's actually taken a class in Photoshop, and so she was like, I want to try to, figure it out, play with image manipulation. And we're both creative in our own ways. She has different ways that she's creative. They differ from the ways that I'm creative. And so she encouraged me to, try this out. And so I am. And so far, I mean, it was a little confusing at first, but there are some ways that it's similar to what I used before. And what I used before was something called ARC Soft, something like that. It came with my scanner that I bought 10 years ago, so it's way out of date. And it doesn't really save very good quality pictures, I'm ashamed to say, but, whatever. But I've got this, and so far I like it. So, yeah, this isn't going to stay all black. I am going to get some textures in here, so let's maybe go, yeah, I like this for a bit of a color. We're going to go with something kind of rough and grainy. Possibly. Let's see if we can find a better one. How does that look? Possibly. Also. Oh, no, I like that one. Okay, let's get this a bit larger. And I wanted to do this in a more brownish gray because, you know, it is getting a bit dirty and sooty. Let's go maybe a little bit darker. That looks very sooty, I think. And this is going to be kind of an ashy color down here. Yeah, okay, I like that texture with that. That looks definitely more ashy. Nope. No, let's get that to that level maybe. Okay, and let's see what else we can go with. Maybe a really dark brown here. Okay, I think that turned out all right. So let's switch over. I did Control I to switch to, it inverted the selection. So I use that when I want to get all the color in here, like in the lines between, nice and filled in, because otherwise you get these little random white dots everywhere and it looks very tacky. So let's fill this in. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So now I'm going to work on these rocks around here. So I'm going to subtract some selections here because I don't want to go all the way around. I want to have a bit of, I guess, a bit of a frame, I guess. So first we'll start out. I want our selection to end about right. Actually, no, I like it right here, ending there at the end of the fireplace. Nope, that was not what I meant. We're doing the lasso. Kind of overlap here. And up here, I want to try to get maybe yeah, we'll get these rocks. And we'll also get Alma, Uncle, and Heidi out of here. So we'll subtract this, all of this here. I was a bit nervous with how the hair was going to turn out because when I started the stream last night, I was not happy with how it was turning out, but I think with all of the layering, trying out textures, stuff like that, I think I'm happy with it. I think it turned out well. Alright, I think we have... Oh yes, and I do want to do a little bit more lasso work. So we're going to Have you ever been to Disneyland? I know that's kind of a random question, but I kind of have a reason. Hi, Snockings. Now, please remember I am streaming, so don't be a pill, if at all possible. Okay, let's make that. I'm actually surprised by how many times I've been to Disneyland. Oh wow, that was a long time ago. I have a lot of, nice memories there. When I first started going there, it was way back in the mid-'80s, I believe, and the Carnation Cafe on Main Street, USA, they had this really delicious breakfast thing that they offered, which was basically a Belgian waffle covered with strawberries and vanilla ice cream. And they stopped making it, I want to say, about 15 or so years ago. Oh, actually, you know what? I am going to. Don't you even think about eating that, Snockings. That's not yours. Okay, I'm going to kind of adjust this selection. Yeah, it was delicious. And I have actually been able to request that they make it. I don't know if they'll still allow, of course not right now, because they've actually closed Disneyland for a couple of years because of the COVID stuff, but yeah, all you have to say is those magic words, "It's a fond childhood memory," because they are all about preserving the childlike wonder and all of that stuff. Okay. Can we do this? Let's get a nice, let's go a little bluer here. Maybe like that. Let's do our bucket fill. Maybe a little lighter, a little bluer. I think that could work. Okay, but Snockings, would you please? Oh, I think I know what to do. Okay. I don't know what to do. Now I think I figured it out. Okay, so we've got this, and we'll of course work on aging this up, but first I need to unselect all of this, none, and then I need to, oh yeah, alright, I need to select all of this because I need to even out all of these lines between. Alright, let's get this black color, and there we go. But the reason why I originally asked about Disneyland, The reason why I originally asked about Disneyland was because since Disneyland is closed, Disney has been releasing a lot of stuff like recipes that you'll find at the park and other content. And the a cappella group that they had there called the Dapper Dans, they did a version of Grim Grinning Ghosts, which is the song that you'll hear in the Haunted Mansion ride. And I've listened to it quite a few times today, so I've got that running through my head. It is also a fond memory of mine. Let's see, anything else to fill in? I think we might have gotten all of that. And now we can do some weathering. Oh, let's make this a little smaller. Yeah, so, you know, definitely people like me who are like, but you mean it won't be years until I get to go to Disneyland again? They're feeling a little better. The sting is taken off a little bit. If you want, I can put the link to that Grim Grinning Ghosts a cappella up on Discord so you can take a listen. It's really fun. Okay, now I'm going to unselect. Alright, so let's get to work weathering. Let's go to, I think it was this color we were working on. Yeah, this was the color. Well, sort of. Let's go a bit shallower in the hardness. Hey, would you please stop that? Thank you. Should probably switch. No, this was the one. Switch between these, get a bit of we want to get a bit of a blur so we don't have like a definite line. I want to get it kind of smudgy looking because of all the years and years of soot that built up. I decided to do, by the way, an earlier stream tonight because I have a meeting at work I have to go to tomorrow. So I definitely want to get this done before, let's work on selection. We want to make sure that we don't get Uncle and Heidi all covered in soot. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that I got this done before the stream tomorrow because, well, I mean, it's the illustration for the stream. Let's see. And our sunburned little heroine here. Yeah, okay. And we can work on these other parts of it later. Let's get back to, okay, invert. So we're back to this selection. Let's go back here and get this a bit bigger, I think. Isn't quite getting the look that I wanted it to. Let's go back to this brown. Alright. I think I'm kind of, well, let's go back and forth a little bit here. Let's also try some other textures in here. See, how does this look? Ooh, that texture, actually that would look pretty nice. So it'll look kind of like it's been, he's been trying to scrape it clean. And some darker. Oop, it got on the cheese. For some reason I didn't select the cheese, so that's getting hit. But yeah, I think we've got some good textures in there. Let's kind of, yeah, I'm going to deselect the cheese. I don't want it to get damaged. I want it to get toasted, not sooty. I hear you, Maestro. Okay, I think we should be good now. Alright, now let's get back to it. And then this really dark brown. Get that all there. Alright, now I've got to research what fireplaces are supposed to look like. So we will none select and do a search. Mostly it's the flames that I want to try to get right. Alright, come on. You can load it, please. Oh, it's an igniter log. That's not a real fire. How dare you? We want actual logs and actual flame, not fake logs and electric flame. Maybe this one. Okay, so Alright, so I'm also trying to get the feel of the colors. So we'll have like the reddest in the back of the flame. Let's get this selected. Oh, first I want to, oh yes, I know. First I want to select the logs and work on the logs. And these are going to be a mixture of, we're going to start with this color, I think. Let's get chat back over here so I can see you. Okay, that is that color. So awesome. So we'll start off. These are just going to be on the edges, and then when it gets further in, actually no, this is just going to be on the end. This is going to have bark on it, and we've got some nice bark textures and some nice bark colors too. Actually, I'm going to go for a lighter brown so that it's more distinct than this fireplace color. Let's see, where... I think this was the bark that we had. Oh, first, actually, I want to get a kind of a background here. Have you settled in? Are you going to stay there, please? Thank you. I assume that was a scent. So let's get maybe this dark brown for a color. So we're gonna bucket fill and bucket fill, and then I'm gonna use this really quick. I should have started some music. I just realized that. Actually, I probably shouldn't be humming that one because it is copywritten. My bad. Okay, now we can work on the bark. And we've got this really nice texture here. And let's actually subtract lasso here. I'm not going to keep this plain disc here. I'm going to do some texturing on it. But I did want to get working on... Okay, we've got that. We've got our tool that we have selected, and I want to make it a bit smaller so we get some nice textures on it, some overlapping textures. And over here we've got this color we're going to add to it. Now, I'm not going all the way because this right here is going to be turning into charcoal. I'm trying to think of a good texture for that. Maybe this one. Ooh, yeah, actually, that would be good, but I will use a sort of an orange for that. So I need to get this, maybe, yes, okay, I like this, and then let's get that texture back. And we're going to go a little more red, so how about this? Ooh, that's bright. Okay, but that is kind of the feeling you get from a log on fire. So we're going to go back over here, going to get this brown back, kind of smooth out the edges so it doesn't look nearly as, and like that, I think, yeah. I'm going to do invert so we can work on this texture here. And what's a good texture to use there? We've got some nice kind of flamey looks there. Let's get maybe this will go a little on the darker side. No, that's not gonna work. I'm sure there are ways to create new textures in these, but I haven't learned how to do that. At least not yet. Because I really don't need this guy or that guy or that guy. Let's get a little smaller here. With this, I kind of want to get like a ring feeling to it. I wonder if I could, let's try something. So we're going a little darker. See if we can make rings this way. I mean, it kind of works. And then maybe we'll try to do some smudging. Wasn't quite what I had in mind. Let's maybe turn the smudging down a bit. Okay, there we go. Let's start playing with fire, as they say. Let's go a little redder. I'm not sure. Okay, there we go. Okay, let us unselect. None. I'm not sure what it's. Oh, haha. There we go. No, Amuncle's leg is not going to be on fire. Or his hand, or their cheese. And invert. All right. Let's get back to this. It's a cool shape, but it's not quite what I was looking for. Let's try this. Interesting. Okay, so we can probably play around with some of these. This would be a good one to have sort of in the background. It's not supposed to be feathery, but I mean, fire is kind of feathery, I guess. And let's get some of this. Oh. This is the same thing. Alright. And maybe get some of this. Now let's get a little more yellow. Oh, no, it's too yellow. Maybe some spires like this. Oh yeah, okay, I like that. Let's do some spires bursting up like that. I want to get... Oh, that was not dark enough. Is this the dark that we're going for? Yeah, there we go. Oh no, that wasn't something I wanted to do. Okay, well, yeah, this should, yeah, I like that. Okay, and let's get back to this with some this and some this. Oh, why did you change size on me again? I wanted you to be the same size as before. Except I want to, I think you're the one. No, definitely not that. Then, what else should we do? A little yellower, a little lighter. And a little smaller. Now, out that. And then of course in the middle we'll have a very bright white. Just a little on the orange side though, maybe like that. And get back to its proper size again. Maybe do some smudge work here. All right. Oh, nope, why did you do that? There we go. Oh, thank you. I'm just kind of messing around seeing what works. I'm glad that it's turning out as well as it did. And I think I'm also going to have, oops, that was a bit too smudgy there. Probably a point of very, very bright white there. So we'll go maybe this, and we'll smudge this in. All right. And now I think we'll just do a little bit of weathering on the stone, maybe some lighting, get a little bit of yellow here and there, and I think we might be done. Let's unselect really quick. None. All right. Color select, and yes, we're on add. All right, maybe do something that's kind of this gray, but maybe a little on the browner side. So maybe we'll go with that, just to get a bit of weathering in. Maybe try softer. Ooh, that one actually, we can go a little warmer with that on the yellower side. It kind of gives the feel that, you know, you're seeing the flame from the fire. And then we'll go for a bit bluer to shade the outside ones. All right, let's take a look. I like it. I think that works. So now, oh, that's right, I have to remember to get these lines all nice and crisp. What's up? Hey, Maestro. You get him up? Help me with art. Come on. You're a champ. You're brilliant. I love you. Okay, let's what's up? What you sniffing? Usually he's so interested in sniffing me if I've been out all day, especially at work, because I smell like the outdoors and he misses it so. I know, I've been in all day. Actually, I'm not going to go into, oh no, I do have to clean up these edges around the cheese. Okay, I think we're just about there. We can start working on these edges. Well, it's a shame that I can't get these edges, but I kind of messed up there. So let's do this color, I think. So Control I for invert. Select, oh, nope. Here we go. Get these outlines going. Nope. I didn't realize I hadn't selected that. I have missed some things in my selecting. How did I miss that? Okay. There we go. That's better. Oop. We're almost there. Okay, I think we've got all of these outlines done. Unselect. There we go. Not bad. This is my first illustration that I have colored in using GIMP. So what I'm going to do is I want to rough up these edges a little bit. So I'm going to switch to a white. Just kind of round out the edges. We don't want to make them too because these are pretty straight. We want to make it a little rounded, make it look a little more natural. Bit here. Okay, I think that's better. So now we are going to turn this into a transparent background. And how we do this, I've been practicing this a lot, so I hope that I remember it all. We do, all right. We do this, and then we're going to invert. Now we do Control X, and then Control V, I believe it is. So this has become a floating selection. So we are going to add to a new layer. This thing right here we are going to get rid of. So this is what we have left over. Now we're going to do the box select, and let's try to get to the very edge of it. It's nice that they have these blocks to help you with. Right here. Just a little more. All right. And we go up here to image, I think, and crop to selection. And now this still looks a little bit rough, but we're gonna live with it. And now we will export as, and we are going to do STS for Storytime Sunny, Heidi color finish. So we are exporting, export, and now I'm going to go ahead and load it on my Storytime stream. So the cover art, I'm changing. Open, done, and let's change the background to something else. Oh, let's put Welcome to Storytime here, and then my logo maybe here. Yeah, kind of like that. And then what color should we put the background as? Maybe a green, or let's maybe do blue, I think. So we will change that to maybe a blue, lighter. That's a bit too green. Well, something like that. So now we've got a nice little frame. We've got our fire. Looking at it, you can see a little girl, an old man. They've got cheese roasting over a fire with some bread on the table. That's what I was looking for. Yes. So, I'm going to go ahead, successfully having done this, and end the stream. And then I hope you'll be around tomorrow, and then we can start Heidi and have this lovely illustration, which I'm so glad that you were here hanging out with me while I finished this. I'm really, really pleased with how it turned out. So, yeah, let's see if anybody is streaming at the moment who we can raid. Pren is on. Okay, I like Pren. Has it successfully? Okay, well. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm glad that the art stream went well. It's my first time doing it, so I may do more of it for future illustrations for future story times, or maybe illustrations for past story times, because I'll probably be revisiting some of them. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and have us raid Pren. Good night, John. Thank you again so much, and I hope to see you tomorrow.